Good morning, PCI.
Good morning.
ऐसे हम बोलिंग करते हैं, मेरा नाम खराब करोगे?
Good morning.
Good morning. तो मेरा नाम मोहित है, मोहित अग्रवाल. I run a company called Asian Adventures. It's an experiential travel company.
Wait, Mike.
Sorry?
Mike, pass.
Mine. Okay. So it's an experiential travel company that runs tours across the Indian subcontinent, and we also run 12 lodges across the country, right from Andamans to the Himalayas, different places. Thanks to Rahul, he's my guru, and he has made us reach where we are today in 2.5 years. So this company is 25 years old, and the only game changer that's happened to this company is BCI, is basically what we got from Rahul. तो स्टोरी तो बहुत लंबी है, लेकिन कैसे करें, मतलब मैं आपको बताता जाऊँ कि कैसे कैसे हमने क्या किया और क्यों हम BCI में आ गए और क्यों ऐसा लगा कि ये करना चाहिए. So this is all passion driven, you know, it's all to do with, so this work is not my traditional work. I come from, family of entrepreneurs who delved into steel for the last 50 years. And I branched out कि मुझे चिड़िया तोतों से प्यार था. So I said, okay, let's start with bird watching. I worked with WWF as a researcher up in the Himalayas for a while. My granddad threw me out. He says, क्या तुम कीड़े मकोड़ों के पीछे पड़े हो? You know, so you do what you have to do. And but it gave me support. So I set up my business and I started to run tours. And I started to run these small nature camps. And as the business grew, my focus was always to get people from abroad to come and see our country. तो वो होता चला गया, बिजनेस बढ़ता चला गया, जितना ज्ञान हमारे फोरफादर्स ने, पेरेंट्स ने दिया था, वो हमने अप्लाई किया. Then recession hit us also. So it was called recession. But since we had very little knowledge of new age systems, we didn't know how to go further. So हम अटक गए. So at one point of time in 2010, I was running 17 such small experiential places, and it was a fairly good growing business. We were known for wildlife and nature tours across the country as #1 operators, and we started to dwindle. आहिस्ता करते tier 2, tier 3 में आ गए. तो जब हम आए तो हमें समझ आया कि हमने क्या किया. मतलब we had to sequentially shut down these lodges, 1, 2, 3, 4 और ले दे के 6 रह गई, वो भी गले में कांटा अटक बन गई. ये अब क्या करेंगे? तो ऐसा लगा कि यार बंद करो और ये सब. I think we lost the game. Or these big portals like Make My Trip will eat us up. And market तो कभी अच्छी थी नहीं. जो भी प्रॉब्लम थी, मार्केट अच्छी नहीं है. अच्छा, हाँ आजकल मार्केट में रिसेशन है, मार्केट में काम नहीं है. तो बड़ा मजा आता था हम लोगों के पास जाके बैठ के, जिनके साथ हम रो लेते थे कि वो भी रोते थे, हम भी रोते थे. तो वो हमारा रोना क्लब बहुत अच्छा चलना शुरू हो गया था. तो उसमें तो फिर एक दिन फिर मैं बोला क्या करूँ, कुछ तो करना चाहिए, कुछ आगे करना चाहिए. तो किसी ने कहा कि BNI ज्वाइन कर लो, ये कर लो, यहाँ से काम आएगा. तो तब सिर्फ ये था कि I was up for grabs कि कुछ तो आए. I need this, I need something, some sort of foothold somewhere. And then somebody suggested, why don't you go to this man, Rahul Jain, and he doubles your profits. So I said, really? My jaw dropped. Somebody who can double your profits. I said, that's all that I need. Somebody who can quadruple my profits and somebody who can multiply them 10 times and 100 times. Chalo, do bari to kare. At least I can get some food home. So there was not even. So while everything was there in terms of infrastructure, but there was no money. There was just no money. I mean, so much so that it was difficult to. And then जो बैंक से उधार और market में और ये वो everything became like credit game. You get into the credit game, you get sucked into it, and that's what happened to us as well. So and we attracted that energy. तो हमें जो दिखता था वो हमारे जैसा होता था. ये भी मारा पड़ा है, अटका पड़ा है, मारा पड़ा है, अटका पड़ा है. So who's surviving? Tourism is down in dumps. So then I attended Rahul's half-day class. That time it was half-day class. I think it's full-day class now. And I went for his class. I said, who is he? ये कहाँ क्या बात कर रही है? तो ऐसा भी होता है. And he gave us some tools. He got those tools. So we didn't know what to do with it. We didn't do anything with it. And then I came out and I had this very dear friend of mine who's basically a spiritual seeker. So he's been through all of that. So he says, oh, don't worry about that. Ye to hum, we know what to do. So I said, why did you come with me then? For this class. So he said, no, don't worry about it. We can settle this and whatever. And I told myself, I said, I have to go for this class. I have to join this group. Okay. Now, when you owe that sort of money to the market and the banks, and you're struggling, कि पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे, right? और पैसे आएंगे, तो first thing, everybody has that money, so it's not like it's a big thing. But the point is, वो दिल्ली नहीं है, क्योंकि आपको रोने की आदत पड़ी है, हंसने की आदत है नहीं. There are two minds working. One tells you, no, you should do this. The other one says, but there's no bliss. Bliss is in Rona. So, and then I managed to, I said, no, I'm going ahead with it. And the moment I said I'm going ahead with it, the money started to come only for his fees. Baki nahi aa raha tha. But it came. And I went and I joined this course. And it started to, so this major ego that started to show up and finally had to be broken down, to accept, to receive, and everything that he said, "Ye kaise hoga? Why is he talking like this? This is not me, this is not where I belong." And the first thing was that, how to receive. So I said, no, there is truth in it, and this is what we need to receive. So I started to receive. I started to work. And I worked, and I worked. And even till date I'm working, okay? But the thing is that I'm not into, so I work 1 or 2 hours a day at the most. And rest of the time I'm fapping around. I'm doing, so I was never into reading these sort of books, I was more into my own sort of reading. But now, there's so much fun in it because I was keeping my professional life and my personal life or my passionate life absolutely in separate quarters. I mixed all of them because it's a mixed bag, it's just the same breath that we take for everything, whether it's work or... So I started to enjoy reading the books he had recommended. And that started to give power that whatever he said, somebody else in the world had said the same thing. But he's the one who's actually taking your hand forward and making you do it, right? And that, whether it was OMS or FMS or MIS or XYZ, whatever flow charts, the basis of that shift was something that I grabbed, and I started. जो उन्होंने कहा, वो उसका मैंने 10% ही मुझसे हो पाया, 100% नहीं हो पाया शुरू में. मुझे लगा टाइम करने में, लेकिन slowly, steadily, I kept going back to my notes, and kept going through. So then after that, it was like he made a commitment to us that I am not leaving you for life. अब आप फंस गए हो और आपकी मौत यही होगी. So I realized that for every program that you will do, I will just continue to go with the flow. I will not stop it, whatever it takes. So,
Journey through the program.
journey through the program, after the program also, and I attend his class once a month, and that tells us what's new or where we still stuck. So, so as an entrepreneur, my business grew to a fantastic size. We managed to fantastic size for me, for my happiness. And then the thing is, the goal, the underlying reason for being into this came up and started to, threaten me. Hey, what about me? Where did I go in the process? First you try to dump me, and then you're now trying to, shoo me away with this money thing. Where am I? Where is the goal? Right? So we put that goal back as our flag, and we started to move towards that. So strategizing and moving towards a goal is only happening because now our stomachs are full. There's bread on the table. So that's my story of reaching here.
So what was your journey like through the program, and then eventually what are the results you brought out of it?
So since I have a little to hide, but not everything. But so the debt that I had in the market was so my idea was, if things go the way they should go, I should be able to clear within the next 10 years, which I've already cleared, 2.5 years.
Awesome.
Now, this is not what it is. The thing is that I said, if I go at the pace where I am going, where I was, right? तब मेरे पास वो थी चना चोर गरम की वो कोन, correct? Today I have a silver plate which I eat out of. So that business multiplied 2.5 times over in the last 2.5 years.
Awesome.
Right? And I was the biggest roadblock in the system. I didn't do anything. I just didn't do anything. I just let things happen. I created the concept, I put it on the table, and I said, leave that to the experts who will do the job. Experts, same people who worked with me earlier. So I have to tell you this, that 25 years ago, when I started this company, a lot of people joined me at that point of time. Through thick and thin, only 10% people left me. Nobody left me ever, right? And after doing this course, another 10% people left me because they said, oh, we can't keep up with the system. That's the growing word. 80% of the staff is still the same. No, from the old people. And of course the new recruits are there. And that shift happened only because I was talking to them one-to-one and in meetings 6 hours a week. I spent 6 hours a week as a rule with my staff. Because all these concepts, all these things, everything will be out of the window if they don't respect what you're doing. So that's my strength in keeping my team with me. I walk behind them, I don't walk in front of them. And that's so that's where I am, Rahul, today.
How much time is operations like? How much time is now involved in operations, like running the company?
So my work in operations is literally 2 to 3 hours a week, and it's 6 hours of training, talking, spending time with them, once a month it's a movie or an outing or something like that, or tree plantation, some activity or the other. So 6 hours plus at one day. And then rest, and 3 hours a week is maximum operation.
Awesome.
What was it earlier, Mohit?
Sorry?
What was it like earlier?
So, घोड़ा भी मैं, गधा भी मैं, सारथी भी मैं और रथ भी मैं.
So earlier you were doing everything yourself.
Yeah, I was a control freak. How can you say this? ये नहीं जाएगा, वो नहीं जाएगा, ये लिखो. मैं बता रहा हूँ ना क्या लिखो, ये लिखो, ये लिखो. English, ये तुमने ऐसे लिख दिया, वो लिख दिया. मुझे खुद नहीं इंग्लिश आती थी, मैं उनको सिखा रहा था. So ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, ऐसे करो, वैसे करो. अच्छा मुझे दिखाओ, पहले भेजने से पहले मुझे दिखाना. I said, this is not where, if the person has major problem, मतलब आप स्पेनिश लोगों से डील कर रहे हो, फ्रेंच से डील कर रहे हो, जिनका लिखा हमें नहीं समझ आता और हम उनको बढ़िया इंग्लिश लिख के दे रहे हैं. So I just let it go. I said, no problem. You have a problem. If you have a problem, come to me, and then we can discuss it. But of course, that's through a system. You can't just have people coming to you all the time.
So right now,
meeting rules were set, EM was set. First thing, when he said I said और ये की fees, चलो कोई बात नहीं, salary कोई बात नहीं, लेके आ रहे. And I'll tell you, she's the love of my life. I cannot do without her. I told her, I said, जिएंगे साथ जिएंगे, मरेंगे साथ मरेंगे. My wife hates her.
You also did the digital
Yes,
marketing.
yes.
I need to know the name of the company after बताया नहीं.
Asian Adventures. Asian Adventures.
So you specialize in what, sir?
Wildlife tours, nature tours, Himalayas, fishing, treks, regular Agra, Jaipur.
So if we
all
come
that.
to you, you mean it's activity based?
It's an experiential based company.
Okay. So I like the way you speak, sir. It's a lot of expression, a lot of honesty, and thank you so much. It was pleasure hearing you. But what I need to understand is that आपने अपने ऑपरेशन सुधार कर कितना आपका सेल्स केवल ऑपरेशन सुधारने पर कितना बढ़ा? I'm not talking about sales where you go out and do the same thing.
Right.
But generally, I need to understand. Phase one.
Inefficiency of operations was me. So I was adding the cost to my operations because I was being plugged in everywhere. I was plugging myself in everywhere. When I started to withdraw, my operations started to, the cost of operations started to go down, right? And with all the systems that Rahul gave us, we just had to look at one sheet, that's it. And as we, so building, so that time it was tough. It was not tough, but it was very time consuming. And it did put us on back foot in terms of sales or business because, here you got clients calling you and he says, मैं आपको चवन्नी दे रहा हूँ. So he says, I want this chavani, man, I don't want to use it, But the point is that, here he's talking about 100 rupee note. So the thing is that that's going to get you food. And here you'll have to go hungry, but you'll get that 100 rupee. So it was a very tough decision-making time. I didn't know how to do it. But I said, no, let's just do it. So while we were building system, we had to say no to clients.
Yeah.
So that sort of set us back for a little while, and then we skyrocketed.
why did you have to say no to clients?
Not because I was all with me, all clients wanted to talk to me.
सब आपसे ही बात करना
सब मुझसे बात करते, सब मेरे से मुझसे ही प्यार मोहब्बत मिलती थी, मुझे ही जूते पड़ते थे. So everything with me.
So सारे clients बोलते थे आप ही हमारा काम करवाओ, आप ही हमारा.
आप बोलो ना उसको, बोलो ना वो सुन नहीं रहा है, वो ये नहीं कर रहा है. आप उसको बोलो ना, वो थोड़ा उसको बोलो थोड़ा प्राइस कम करेगा, वो करे. So everything was rooted to me, and even if the client was talking to the sales people also, then I would say उसने क्या बोला?
और अब क्या सिचुएशन है?
So now
क्लाइंट वैसे ही है, मगर अब आप
हाँ, so
अब क्लाइंट्स आपसे बात नहीं करते?
तो जो कोई नया क्लाइंट आता है उसको एक इंसिडेंट में किचन का केक जाता है, वो कहीं पे भी हो इंडिया में उसको एक केक पहुंच जाता है एक नए क्लाइंट को, और उसको ये चले जाता है कि ये मेरा ये का नंबर है, ये मेरा नंबर है, इन केस इफ यू हैव एनी प्रॉब्लम just WhatsApp me, right? And that gets taken care of, right? Otherwise I don't get to know. So even I don't even get to know कि वो client कौन है, ये क्या है, ये किसने है, वो एक केक भेज देती है और उसके बाद हफ्ते में एक बड़ी रिपोर्ट दे देती है कि these are the new clients we've acquired and these are the old clients who have given us new orders. तो उनको जो रेगुलर वो बर्थडे और वो विशेष वगैरह चाहते हैं।
नहीं, मैं कह रहा हूँ आप क्लाइंट्स को और टीम वो जो उनके विजिट्स हैं, क्योंकि ट्रैवल बड़ा सेंसिटिव इशू है, कोई जाता है, कोई एंडमंस गया, उसको वहाँ पसंद फंस गया, कुछ चाहिए तो आप भी फोन करेगा।
हाँ,
तो आप क्या करते?
मुझे नहीं करते।
आप कोई आपको फोन नहीं
नहीं,
करता?
मुझे नहीं करता।
क्यों? कैसे? अब आपसे कोई बात नहीं कर रहा?
मुझे कोई बात नहीं करता।
क्यों?
क्योंकि मैं उसमें इन्वॉल्व ही नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे तो खाली नंबर से मतलब है, और अगर वहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो हमारे पास उसका पूरा सिस्टम है, इकबाल हैंडल्स इट, CEO हैंडल्स इट, सो ही इज गॉट अ सिस्टम, ही इज गॉट redressal सिस्टम, grievance सिस्टम, you know, everything in place, so it's taken care of. अगर मेरे ऊपर आएगा then I will call up other people, I will say कि ये कैसे हुआ, क्या नहीं हुआ, so there's a grievance cell which basically where people call and that's scaled up and that's taken up, escalated, and then it's taken up very seriously with the vendor or through the process. Now what we're doing, the next thing we're doing is we're creating a client interface. Like you said that there will be a CRM that your clients can see कि आज माल कहाँ पहुँचा, आज पैकिंग हुई, आज dispatch हो गया, आज ये हो गया. So like that, we creating an interface for the clients कि आपका ये हो गया, वो हो गया, ये हो गया. In case if they want to change anything or something, that they can go on the system and change it also.
Okay, so but मतलब okay, so guys, questions. Why don't you ask questions? आपकी सर्विस इंडस्ट्री, सर्विस में तो सॉलिड सर्विस देनी पड़ती है
जी
लोगों को,
करेक्ट,
और आपका तो बहुत ही सेंसिटिव सर्विस इंडस्ट्री, क्योंकि बंदा खुद ही क्लाइंट है और फैमिली के साथ जा रहा है, और मतलब इसको ऑटो पायलट में डालना और उसको सर्विस देना, और अब आप इन्वॉल्व नहीं हो, so I mean how do you do it, or I mean I don't know.
What was your staff strength before and after? What was the change in the staff strength?
So in 2010 we had about 15 people working in office, and we had about 40 to 45 people working in these different lodges, small places, right? And today we have 22 people working in office right now. So the total staff strength, which is on permanent payroll, is 70, 72, 73, and then 50 people who are on semi-permanent basis. So there's a strength of about 125 people right now. This is
I'm Mohit.
yes, sir.
You make itineraries also, right?
Yes, yeah.
So how does the role of PC come in that PC or?
So what is the role of PC? PC are the PC role, process coordinator.
So mostly the employees would be doing sales was correct.
So the sales team,
They're very
there is a sales team that takes care of the sales, and once the sale is done through CRM, it goes to the operation people.
So what is the ratio of sales versus operations staff?
Oh, that's huge. So in terms of
I'm not talking
sales.
about the lodges. I'm talking about just the trips, just the expedition tour.
No, so we have two sections. So one is actually 4 sections. One is for inbound tours only, people who come from abroad, right? And they come in for experiences, right? The other one is basically small tours, which basically for Indians. Then small tours, or let's say they do 1 week tour at the most, इससे ऊपर तो कोई करता भी नहीं है.
Groups.
So we have group tours as well, and we have individual tours and customized tours as well, right? And then there's a section, there's a sales team. It's a small team which has product of platforms. So all these hotels are platforms for us, and they have many products. Like each one will have 4 or 5 different USPs to sell. So that's another section. Then there's one team. It's a small team that handles only hotel sales. You know the hotels that we run. Right?
Just the sales.
Just a sale, just a single booking thing, you know, where you can just book online, and then they do the back end, and then they do cross-selling, upselling, you know, all of that stuff.
By the way, Mohit Miglani, I run this company, tripcoffbeef.com.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I know about it.
I was your customer in 2001 for my honeymoon trip.
Or don't say anything bad.
You had,
Very basic.
so you had 3 lodges at the time. I stayed in 2 of them, including the Corvette Tiger
All
Cab.
right, okay.
You took us, me and my wife, we were married for 10 days hardly. You
Okay.
took us to a lonely bridge. जीप की लाइट्स ऑफ करती रात का टाइम में
अच्छा।
और मैं मिस्टर स्नैक लेके बैठा था कि शेर आ जाए तो कुछ कर लेंगे
क्या बात है अच्छा great yeah thanks
so I still have your number we'll
I must take a testimonial thanks
Your digital marketing workshop experience, would you like to talk about that?
it's just the most mind-blowing thing that's happened to me digital marketing अगर हमारे पास नहीं होती तो हमारी सेल्स उतनी जल्दी नहीं बढ़ती जितनी जल्दी बढ़ी है तो क्या हुआ कि बहुत देर तक वी केप्ट फाइटिंग यू नो ओ दिस फेसबुक इज लवजी दिस इज लवजी एंड यू नो ये सब खाली दे वांट टू टॉक अबाउट कि आज बर्गर खाया चावल खाया चीनी खाया क्या हुआ आज वो आ गई आई सेड देयर इज नथिंग मोर टू इट देन दैट you know until I did this digital marketing workshop and that digital marketing workshop told me where we were lacking and it was a huge game changer for us. You know, it was so we still continuing to develop that team further. Right now, so according to Manoj Bajaj, who's my again another guru in digital marketing, he said कि एक प्रोसेस एक डिजिटल मार्केटिंग मैनेजर लेके आओ और आउटसोर्स करो लोगों को हमारे पास अब 6 तो डिजिटल मार्केटिंग मैनेजर्स हैं और 3 कंपनी हैं जो हमारे साथ बाहर काम करती हैं तो so that's a fun of it because it's all about digital world today you know social media websites automation emailers and the works
So what were the results you got out of digital marketing?
so Rahul when we did your sales you know part in your workshop it did take us to a level because it was all those concepts were absolutely phenomenal because we were doing them but we were not doing them in the processes that you had explained it to us but digital marketing is something that automates a lot of things, right? It reaches out to the world like wildfire, right? So it's like you open the floodgates and you don't know where it's reaching. It reaches places like, and then once you get to know how it's reaching and where it's reaching, because at the end of it, when you see the flow happening, you start to think to that level, to that length, which is beyond your comprehension, beyond your purview, you know. So that's what digital marketing does, and then it sort of tells you कि market इतनी नहीं है, market तो बहुत बड़ी है, और इससे भी बड़ी है. So even now you're getting a very small share. So it's a never-ending game. And then of course earlier it was कि वो इतने पैसे ले जाएगा, वो इतने पैसे ले जाएगा, वो इतने पैसे ले जाएगा. So in digital marketing, it pays for itself, plus pays for your business, plus helps you grow, plus plus. That's what it does. So it's a very minuscule cost when you look at the benefits that you have in short and long term.
So what are the benefits you got? Whether in terms of growth in business or growth in leads or conversion, or, I don't know.
So it's a multi-pronged thing. So sales happen for us when our reputation grows, right? When the reputation. So first thing was that the visibility. So if the visibility is not there, you know, हम दिखाएंगे क्या और बेचेंगे क्या? So first thing was visibility, and second thing was establishing ourselves as experts and building up that reputation to not only to new people, but people who've traveled with us 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, right? To bring those people back into your gate or your screen, so that they can start talking about you again, right? And we started to get a lot of referral business because of digital marketing. And of course, new business started to happen, so people started to write good about us. They started to, and they also started to pelt stones at us. You know, like Mohit didn't say that, but you know, and then all this. So they were like, there were revelations that we had to understand where we had gone wrong, and we had to come to terms with it, rectify those mistakes. So a lot of that happened. So I'll tell you, if I can't tell you the numbers exactly, because we haven't done the calculation, what we get out of digital marketing, what the growth has happened because of digital marketing, we haven't reached there yet.
But I'm saying, what is the number, how are the numbers in, let's say, some numbers that you got in digital marketing?
So,
Percentage growth due to digital marketing is one aspect.
yeah.
But apart from that, I'm saying,
So I'll tell you, on an average, we get about 2 to 3 leads a day. Average, right?
Now.
Which was, that time,
okay.
right? Today we get 1800 leads a month, which is 60 leads a day.
Wow.
And I'm talking about convertible leads. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about leads. I'm talking about convertible leads, which convert into business.
And total leads that you get?
So this particular, what, about 15,000?
You get 15,000 leads a month.
15,000 leads a month.
And out of these, you're saying 1,800 are.
1,800, 1,700, 1,900, 2,000, 1,500. That's the average that we get.
Okay. And you're being able to manage all of this?
Yeah, absolutely. Because of automation also.
Okay. Awesome.
Do you get these leads through AdWords or SEO?
All three, PPC, AdWords, and then Facebook marketing, and Instagram, and Twitter, and the works, and and automation, and all of that. Emailers.
So majority of paid bought leads.
No, we don't buy leads.
No, as in you spend on Google AdWords.
Yeah,
you spend on Facebook.
yeah, but it's also because of SEO.
What's the share?
I'll have to look at that. I can't tell you offhand. If you like, I can share it with you.
So
It's a good exercise.
just for your information, just so that I just back that up, it doesn't work like this. It won't work like this. It doesn't work like this. Digital marketing, when you look at digital marketing, most people, 99% of people have very little or no understanding of digital marketing. Digital marketing also works like an engine which is synchronized together towards a particular strategy that you lay out. When digital marketing is told to us in fragments. SEO कर लो, engine कर लो, mailer कर लो, Facebook कर लो, Twitter कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो, आदि तो बताते नहीं. So इस सबको एक engine में कैसे डालना, उस engine को कैसे दौड़ाना, वो digital marketing होती है और जो अधिकतर लोगों को आती नहीं. Yes, sir? Yes.
Absolutely.
So it's a different ball game altogether, and the understanding of digital marketing is extremely limited in the Indian market, as I have understood so far.
So it's not about the technology. Don't go with that. That is something let the experts do. It's how you feel about it. It's not the general content copy paste. Even if you're doing that, it's your compassion, your passion, what you want to deliver. You want to take something back that will have, we will not go into that plane. So because that is something, yeah.
Digital marketing for any goods industries.
For any industry, even if you have a 10 crore machine to sell, digital marketing is necessary.
Will be beneficial.
Yes, even if you have only one buyer with 5 machines.
So we've done digital marketing, and people who are in the government business who sell to the government officials, they have rocketed their business through digital marketing.
We use IndiaMart for one of our companies and getting good results.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that digital marketing is a different platform. So we're not going to digital marketing. Better be asking questions that are relevant to you right now, if there are questions. So any questions for anybody on service? So everybody talks to me and says service sector. So please ask him service sector related questions, because this is the same program he's done. You're doing a better program than what he's done.
Yeah, because when you started, we didn't have Google Drive into action. We were working on Excel. And we just started with this 4 a.m. concept, right? And this 4 a.m. is a bomb. It works like crazy. If you're not doing it, you're just losing it.
Why did you share? You shared about your club?
So it took me this much of time, 2.5 years of time to align my team, and they're all old hands at running this business for Asian Adventures. But to have them wake up early and to look at the power of this morning thought process was not easy. So what we've done is now 6 of us, we meet twice a week at 3:40 in the morning.
Your staff?
Yes, heads. Right? It's a 3:40 club, but then there are people who the juniors can also join in, but there are conditions. They have to achieve a few things before they can join that club.
हिंदी में बात करो।
तो सुबह 3:40 पे हम अपना मिलते हैं और हम अपना काम शुरू करते हैं और काम भी करते हैं, नाश्ता भी करते हैं और वहीं पे वो लोग नहा भी लेते हैं सब। और सुबह जो 3:40 का टाइम है, वो इतना पावरफुल टाइम है कि वहाँ पर हमको कुछ करना नहीं पड़ता, मतलब कुछ करना ही नहीं है। एक थॉट आई, वो दूसरे ने बोल दी, तीसरे ने बोल दी, चौथे ने बोल दी, पांचवें ने, द रिजल्ट इज राइट देयर in front of you. People are doing flow charts, they're doing various things. We're just discussing any person's problem or any person's take on it or any person's roadblock or creation of a new segment or a vertical or whatever. It gets created without any interruption whatsoever.
तो आप अपने टीम के लोगों को 3:40 पे काम करना शुरू करवा देते?
मैं नहीं करवाता, खुद ही आ जाते हैं। मैं तो बोलता हूँ मत करो, अगर नहीं करना तो उन्होंने, so this was not something that I created, they created it. They said why don't we do it? I said fantastic, मुझे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। So we meet twice a week, 3:40, and how they manage their family or how they do it is their problem,
What are the conditions to join for the other guys?
So they need to know a few things. They need to be, for example, if somebody, if a salesperson is doing it, whether the salesperson is doing his EMs properly, whether he is looking at his CRM properly, whether he is looking at all his sales figures, whether he's, so all those processes, if he's doing it, and if he's keen, because he sees that these people are different, and they work differently, so they all want to get there. But unless you've gone through that process, you will not understand the meaning of being there. So they have to do that. So this is the power of 3:40, which you say 4 o'clock, because the subconscious is absolutely alive. It's just kicking. It's your longing that wants to do those things. Your mind is not blocking it. 4 बजे बोलो, 4 बजे उठ जाओ, कुछ नहीं होता।
अभी we'll keep it at 4 only. So this is your choice. ये प्रोग्राम के बाद है, ये प्रोग्राम में कोई और है। इनके प्रोग्राम में तो 4 बजे का था ही नहीं। इनके प्रोग्राम में गूगल नहीं थी, 4 AM नहीं था, होटल चेक इन नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था।
होटल चेक इन था, होटल चेक इन था, और अभी भी होटल चेक इन हम लोग करते हैं। हम लोग so once a month we do hotel check in. I do hotel check in once a fortnight, and
हर 15 दिन
में
कर रहे हो?
हाँ, मैं करता हूँ। तो आज भी है होटल चेक इन। सॉरी, नहीं, खुद का नहीं है, मेरा खुद का नहीं, पैसे खर्चने पड़ते हैं। अपने होटल पे मत कभी जाना, अगर है आपके पास तो। वहाँ पर तुम देखोगे कि ये दाल ठीक नहीं है और ये ठीक से नहीं लगा हुआ और ये बाथरूम की हाउसकीपिंग अच्छी नहीं है, डोंट गो देयर अराउंड इट। So this is the
किसी और को सर्विस सेक्टर का किसी कोई किस्म में सवाल पूछ लो।
How much does the digital marketing officer cost?
अरे वो छोड़ दो यार, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग अभी जहाँ पर वो तो कर लो, ऑटो पायलट करने के बाद ये सब कहानियाँ शुरू होती है।
एक छोटी सी बात बता दूं, मैं ये कॉस्ट का चक्कर ना छोड़ दो। मैं इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ क्योंकि ये सारा कुछ करने के बाद और राहुल जैन की तब फीस देने के बाद ये समझ आई कि पूरी जिंदगी में सब कुछ फ्री है। ये मोदी जी ने नोट छापे हैं, हमने नहीं घर पे बनाए, कहीं से आते हैं कहीं निकल जाते हैं। वी गेट फ्री फूड, फ्री क्लोथ्स, फ्री डीजल, We don't spend any money. Some numbers are there on my digital card. वो कहीं से आते हैं, कोई बैंक भेज देता है, मैं वो पेट्रोल पंप पे दे देता हूँ. मुझे नहीं पता क्या होता है, क्या नहीं होता है. It's all free.
So you like to say something on manifestation? We have not done manifestation yet, but just for a minute, like not a very long thing.
Yeah.
Because इन्होंने किया नहीं manifestation अभी.
So manifestation is your longing, which you create or you have, right? And what you create starts to get created somewhere in the universe and starts walking towards you. Okay? This is how life works. There is no other way. कुछ और कोई तरीका ही नहीं है. तो manifestation अगर आप सीख जाओगे, आप करने चालू हो जाएगी, तो this business will run only on manifestation. आपको flow chart चाहिए, बनना शुरू हो जाएगा. आपको FMS चाहिए, बननी शुरू हो जाएगी. आपको उस आदमी को अपनी ईगो ड्रॉप करनी है, वो ड्रॉप करनी शुरू कर देगा. आपको वो बिजनेस उस कंपनी का चाहिए, वो कंपनी आपकी तरफ आनी शुरू हो जाएगी.
So आप manifestation use करते हो, उसके क्या results?
मैनिफेस्टेशन के बगैर हम चल ही नहीं सकते. कोई तरीका ही नहीं है.
So you use manifestation everywhere.
क्या चीज? अब वो लिखने वाले पेन तो मेरे तो गायब हो गए, लेकिन मैं फिर भी लिखता हूँ. जैसे अगर कोई कभी 1 करोड़ रुपए का चेक लगा लिया था अपने सामने, राइट, तो लगा कि अब 1 करोड़ रुपया यार अभी चाहिए, मतलब थोड़े दिन में वो चाहिए. वो लिटरली 1 करोड़ रुपए के चेक आ गया. भाई यार ये क्या हो गया? ठीक है, वो मैं कि बाउंस ना हो जाए.
1 करोड़ का चेक कैसे, कहाँ से आए?
So when we started with manifestation, तब की बात बता रहा हूँ मैं.
So you got that 1 crore.
हाँ, तो एक वो ऑर्डर आया वहाँ से. So he transferred 1 crore into the bank as advance. So there was 1 crore that was happening from Germany. We had 400 people coming in. So we did that.
Sir, division of labor कैसे industry में sales people become
It totally depends on your interest. It's got many levels of division of labor. You have to go on continuing to, वो मैं आपको इसलिए नहीं बता सकता क्योंकि जो मेरे division of labor है, it works in a different way. It may not apply to another travel company. It cannot be picked up.
But then how do you prevent your sales people from becoming pricing? अगर आप वो पूरा काम एक वही करते हैं, मतलब CRM लगा लिया, but then client की sales अगर पूरी वही कर रहे हैं तो उनको एक थोड़ा pricing आ जाता है.
So let's say 500 different kind of tours. Let's say, right? So there's a repository on intranet, right? They will go there, pick up the tour that suits them the best, make another version, tweak it. There's a cost sheet with it, right? In Excel, right? So they will tweak that, and they will get it approved from the जो sales का head है. उसको बना के सब पूरा तैयार करके फोटो वोटो ये वो मैप वगैरह सब वो पूरे उसकी चेकलिस्ट है, उसमें क्या क्या जाना चाहिए, तो वो चेकलिस्ट के हिसाब से चेक कर लेगा. एंड ही जस्ट गेट इट अप्रूव. वो उसको उसमें जाएगा सेल शीट में, उसको यस कर देगा. यस नो है, यस कर दिया, इट्स गुड टू गो.
So basically वो एक आपने डेटाबेस बना लिया जिसकी वजह से सेल्स वालों का ट्रेनिंग टाइम काफी सब्सटेंशियली कम हो गया.
Correct. And then now we are also creating videos. So we've just hired somebody in house who's now going to create training videos. ये एक बहुत हमारा वीक पॉइंट था जो नहीं हो रहा था.
channel that you said, right?
I'll tell you. So what we'll do now is let's go for a break because we're running a little late. So thank you so much, Mohit, for joining us.